Narrative essays. In academia, once we start reading, let that be of school level, plus two level, college level, university level. In any level, there is always a, a process or task of writing essays. Question comes why? Why always we have to write essay, isn't that? We have got that kind of mentality. But reality is, being scholar, being student, we must be able to express our ideas. To express our ideas, we need essays, where we can come up with our topic sentence, thesis statement, controlling ideas, examples, elaborations. So many things come while writing essays. And while writing essays also we can have different techniques of writing, styles of writing. Out of various styles, one of them is narrative essay. Narrative essay means just telling a story about something, about some event, about some incident, about oneself, involving oneself. That is narrative essay. Here's the question, what is a narrative essay? A narrative essay gives writers a chance to write about their personal experiences. It is just like a short story. The only difference is it follows a proper structure. In a story, there can be characters, there can be plot, there can be exposition, rising action, climax, denouement. But in essays, we cannot find that one. We just get narration, explanation, description about something, some event, some incidents. When you write a narrative essay, you tell a story to your reader. The story could be real or it could be sometime fictional, but it is defined from a particular perspective. So, I hope, class, are you getting me or not?
Yes, sir.
Okay. The definition of narrative essay. It is a type of essay in which the writer tells a story from his point of view or personal experience. It provides sensory details to grab reader's attention and makes him understand the story. Sometimes what happens when we narrate anything in the form of story, it becomes very much interesting. And to write in such a way, the readers can have concentration towards the essay. So narrative essays can have concentration towards readers, towards writers. Let's see. If we talk about the essays, I talked earlier, one of the types, there can be more than one dozen types. Despite those things, if we see, those essays can be categorized under four types of essays. We'll talk about those four types. Effective writing different types of essays has become critical to academic success. You can be asked, write descriptive essay, argumentative essay, narrative essay, cause and effect essay. Okay? Different essays can be there. Means, if once we know about the pattern of writing, how such essays can be written, it can give us an easy way to go smoothly, express our ideas smoothly in particular style and a particular form of essays. Essay writing is a common school assignment, a part of standardized test, and a requirement on college applications. You might have realized wherever you apply, they make you write SOP, statement of purpose, why you are going to that country, why you want to study over there, what will you do after that. You can be asked anywhere you can go, you can be asked to write essays. Because essays are there to express ourselves in various ways, various forms. So often on tests, choosing the correct type of essay to write in response to a writing prompt is key to getting the question right. Means while selecting the particular style of writing essay, it gives us a way of writing, expressing our ideas, and we can easily write, express our views in the essays. Clearly, students can't afford to remain confused about types of essays. Students should not be confused. They should know. So here we will know something about essay types. So already I mentioned one of the types in narrative essays. I already said there are over a dozen types of essays, so it's easy to get confused. However, rest assured, the number is actually more manageable. Whatever forms are, we can categorize 1, 2, 3, 4 like that. Essentially, there are four major types of essays, with the various variations making up the remainder. Those can be categorized in particular form. Let's see what are those. One, I talked narrative essays. In a narrative essay, the writer tells a story about a real life experience. While telling a story may sound easy to do, the narrative essay challenges students to think and write about themselves. Sometimes you can say that it's very easy to write about any event that I just went through, I experienced that one. Hey, when writing a narrative essay, writers should try to involve the reader by making the story as vivid as possible. The fact that narrative essays are usually written in the first person helps engage the reader. I sentences give readers a feeling of being part of the story. A well-crafted narrative essay will also build towards drawing a conclusion or making a personal statement. So, as I said, in narrative essays, what happens? We often include ourselves, I, and we go with those things. I have shared my experiences much earlier that can be regarded as a narrative essay. Let's see here. Number two, it goes with descriptive essays. What are those? Let us see. Causing up narrative essay, a descriptive essay paints a picture with words. Describe, yeah. This happened, that happened, here, that happened. A writer might describe a person, place, object, or even memory of special significance. While writing a descriptive essay, you can be describing about a person, about a place, about any object, about any circumstance, any event clearly that is found over there. However, this type of essay is not description for description's sake. The descriptive essay strives to communicate a deeper meaning through the description. In a descriptive essay, the writer should show, not tell, through the use of colorful words and sensory details. The best descriptive essays appeal to the reader's emotions with a result that is highly evocative. Now, I'm going to tell you one very short experience of mine. You can call it a narrative essay also. It can be narrative incident also. It can be descriptive also. Can I? Will you allow me?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So, I remember the year 2055, BS. I was working in an NGO, NPPCBGRC, Nepal Parasite Prevention Control and Blood Group Research Center. It was the month of Baishak or Jest like that. Maybe April, yes, April. I was assigned to go to a school, and in that NGO, we have to carry a bag filled with containers, some documents. We had to teach to the students about parasitology, parasites, helminthic parasites, and protozoal parasites. I went to a school in Damak, Murang. Actually, I forgot the name of that school because it is more than 24 years back, 23 years back. I went to the school, I was very lanky, very thin, but I was doing a master's. I was in second year from Mahendra Multiple Campus, Dharan. The principal looked at me. I told him that I just had been there from NPPC BGRC for the observational class, for the class for NGO, let us say. Then when he said, sir, it is first hour, let's wait for a while. I told him that, sir, I have got not next school also to go nearby. It is not too far. So if I finish here, I can go there. He said, just sir, wait for some time. I said, no problem. I kept waiting. Just imagine, waiting is the most boring job. First period finished. I went for second period. Again, I asked, but he said, sir, it is just very energetic period, so so let the science teachers teach. I said, okay. Third period came out again. I was not assigned the principal. I couldn't find the principal. Break time came after fourth period. Still not assigned the class. I missed the another school. I kept asking the principal, sir, please let me just take the class, or let me just depart from here, I'll go to next school. But he did not allow me. He just kept me waiting. In sixth, after fifth period, after break, in sixth period only, my class was arranged. I was arranged some class like students of 8, 19, where kept a small classroom. They said it was hall, but it was very small. Less student. I was really angry inside because I missed another school. I couldn't complete my task completely. I was waiting for a moment to teach. I said I have to teach for approximately 2 hours class. I said frequently, but still he didn't listen to me. Ultimately, what happened? The class was arranged. Then one of the teachers came ahead. I was so angry inside here. I was disappointed here. Then that teacher introduced me with the students. First he said something to the students, concentrate, keep quiet, listen to me, he said again. And at last he said that I will be talking about parasites in Nepali. He said, yeah, I was so angry. I introduced myself. I am this, I'm from there. Then I said, I have been studying masters in English. It's my second year. I'm going to take my examination soon. I kept speaking in English. Then eventually what happened? My anger, I expressed my anger over, you can see there. What I said, your teacher told me that I'll be teaching in Nepali. In other schools, I teach in English. As your teacher said, I'll be teaching in Nepali, so I'll teach in Nepali. Then imagine what happened to that teacher. He felt, oh my God, so embarrassed that he ran out from there. Yeah. It was approximately 2 hour class. I began to teach. Students became so much interested. But I listened the time. I taught only approximately for 90 minutes, 1.5 hours. Then I stopped my class. I had to distribute some packets for sample, bringing from home. I had to give some pamphlets, hey, brochures. I didn't do that because my anger was in top level. I came to office. The teacher who had introduced me in the office, among the students, he felt sorry towards himself, looked at me with embarrassment. The principal actually said, no, sir, we are very sorry. Because throughout the class, the principal stayed over there again. He listened to me and saw the way of teaching that I taught with the help of figures, expressions, examples, and some more elaborations. He was so greatly impressed. Then he says, sir, I'm extremely sorry. So I just said, sir, for what? So I could have arranged the class much earlier. It was very interesting class and useful class. I said, yes, sir. I told you early in the morning I could have taught what you did. Due to this school, I missed another college, another school. Sir, please come tomorrow also. He told me. I said, so I will try. But I was so angry inside, I couldn't show. I only showed my anger against that teacher inside the class. Then when I went out of the class was announced only day after that. Yeah, it was 7th period approximately, or where was about to go. Many students surrounded me. Yeah, sir, please come and teach us. Listen, hey, oh, why? Sir, our science teacher does not teach like you. I'm just here a guest. I have to go to next school also. But I cannot teach you, I'm sorry. No, sir, please, sir, come. We will request our principal. It's up to you, whatever you do. I said like that, yeah. I came from there to eat hurry, told the boss, this happened, that happened. Then he asked me, did you distribute the brochure and packet? I said, no. You did right. He should have done like that. He said like that again. And from next day, they kept making a phone call, but we never entertained them. We didn't go. It was my experience. And in pottery, I remember, same thing happened. When I went to a class, I was given in a class, but there were many students, I think approximately 35 to 40 students. I taught same thing, parasitology, parasites. And students came out following me, sir, why don't you teach us? Please teach us. Our teacher is not good. Everyone, they said same thing. Oh my God, I cannot be your teacher. I'm here in the NGO. I'm working on behalf of NGO. I have to work there. I can't come to your college school to teach. I remember my first class. And there was the head of the CEO also of that project there with me. In a school. Public school it was. I went inside the class and taught in such a way, I remember, the picture comes in my mind. Students began to surround me, oh my goodness. And they began to ask packet, give me, sir, give me, I'll bring them. And the boss, who was the boss, Bhairu Deupane, right? He was so impressed. Then what he said, when we return back home, Narayanji, you are so mesmerizing person. Tomorrow your salary is 4,000. Oh my goodness, just imagine. He said so. And I was just sent frequently. I remember so many events are there like that. So I prefer sharing those events in the form of descriptive essays or narrative essays. You can call it narrative also. You can call it descriptive also. Class, are you getting me or not?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Yes. Means in our lifetime we can go after lots of experiences. Everybody has experience. Don't you? Do you have or not?
Yes.
Yes. Everybody has experience. It can be minor to major, simple to complex. Doesn't matter. If you just thoroughly go only telling a story, that can be narrative, I say. If you start explaining, that can what? Descriptive base. Did you get me?
Yes, sir.
So I hope you got the idea about descriptive basis. Uh, I talked about these two terms today. Okay, let me now stop.